Yo, gangery. If you guys don't know me, my name is DZ. I'm a pro athlete and content creator. I've been riding a bike for almost a decade now. And on this trip, I'm in Mexico. I never would have thought I would have been doing this stuff with bikes at the age of 22. I'm 22 years old. I started riding big BMX when I turned 13. And it didn't start as something I wanted to get in as a profession. I didn't get a bike and then, I want to be professional. I want to ride like this guy. I got one as a gift for my birthday because I seen other people riding it in the East Coast. Thought it was super dope. And I was like, I need to get a big BMX just like that. But before I got the big BMX, the 29er, I was riding my 20-inch BMX, no brakes, crazy looking seat. Not the ideal wheelie bike, but I was still trying. I was persistent in trying to do wheelies on a 20-inch BMX. I was persistent on trying to build my skill. When I got the big BMX, it was crazy. It's a new way to get around town. It's a new way to express myself. It was fun because I didn't do too many traditional sports during that time, that age. I did football, but I didn't like it. And when you compare football and bike riding, I'm sure a lot of kids did both, but career-wise, you would think I would want to be in the NFL or I want to play football pro. But biking, that wasn't even in my mind. That wasn't even in my thoughts. Until I started posting content and I started to get recognized by doing my tricks, doing cool edits, getting followers, being noticed when I'm out riding. A bunch of people recognize me at rides. That's when I realized this bike thing is dope. I did this riding my bike and filming myself. I made a name for myself. And that's where a lot of people are at today in bike life. You have a bike. I don't know if you love it or not, but you ride it, you create content, and you enjoy it. Well, I hope you enjoy it. But what took me to become a rider in an opportunity like this? Right? I don't want to just do a story time on how is it working with Camila Cabello, traveling to different countries and riding my bike and getting paid. I don't want it to be just a story time. I want it to be valuable to you guys. Because there's enough entertainment on the internet already. There's enough entertainment. You can go watch the whole show in the past 30 minutes straight of just entertainment. But this is my perspective, and this is the type of content I want to make for you guys. Something valuable, something informative that you guys can hopefully take away from and learn from me. So this opportunity came about June, what before June? January, February, March, April, May. My boy Jaron Barboza, another pro rider, hit me up. He said, we need another guy on a bike. Specifically a guy who can wheelie on stage for this artist. It's a dope opportunity. And just let me know if you're down to do it. If you are down, send me a picture of your passport so we can submit you. Next day later, I'm booked. I'm like, that's crazy. So everything happened really fast. Typically commercials, when I do commercials or auditions for commercials, it's a process. So I have to go to the audition, do whatever they want me to do, and then I hear from them a few days later. That's the callback, where they call me back if they want to see me again or if they're interested in me. And I go to the callback, and I do another audition, typically, and then I have to wait another few days to let me know if I'm booked or not. And if I'm booked, they hit me up. If I'm not booked, they ghost me. But in this case, everything happened fast. Hit me up, Jaron said, we need a guy that can do wheelies on stage to travel these states. You need to be able to have a passport. Next day, I'm booked. It happened so fast. And a month later, or actually a few weeks later, that's when rehearsal started in LA. And speaking of auditions, that's where I met Jaron. I met Jaron a year prior at an audition. That's how we connected. But before I met him, I've been following him. But when I seen him, I introduced myself and told him I love his work, because I do. His work is inspiring, and it pushes me to ride harder and to grow my brand into something that's amazing. So what's the takeaway in that, right? You've never been to an audition. I don't know if you want to or not, but here is the takeaway. And this is something I can give to you guys. Your network is your net worth. And if you don't get what that means, your network, the people you have access to, it adds to your value, right? So if you're close to someone that has value, that in a sense gives you value because they can help you. But also you want to be someone that's valuable. You don't want to be the smallest fish in the pond and just be leeching off everybody, right? You want to increase your value and work on your brand, work on your professionalism, because you can end up in a spot, in a place next to another professional. If I wasn't in the professional mindset and it wasn't in the professional industry, I wouldn't have met Jaron at the audition. If I was closed-minded and wanted to stay riding in the streets and just doing edits all day and not grow my brand and not have to expand what I wanted to do and grow myself, I wouldn't be at the audition. Auditions in LA, I live in the IE. I drove an hour and 10 minutes to get to the audition that lasted 5 minutes, and drove back to the IE. It took me 2 hours. 3 hour, 10-minute commute for a 5-minute audition. And I didn't even get booked. So you would probably say, oh, that was a waste of time. But me, and at the time I probably did too. But reflecting on it, that 3 hours and 10 minutes I invested in going to audition to meet Jaron, in a sense, got me to where I'm at right now. To where we can connect. Now we're in each other's network. He sees I'm doing my thing on the big bikes in a professional manner, where it tells him, hey, if I need a guy on a BMX, a big BMX can do wheelies and it's professional, the first person he gonna think of is me. And maybe someone else that's aligned with the same values and professionalism and who will be good for the job. In this case, it was me. You need to think about where you're trying to go and work backwards to see what's required and see what you need to do and who you need to become to be able to get to that point. I'm nowhere close to where I want to be at. I'm thankful for where I'm at. But there's always in the back of my mind of, I can't stay where I'm at. I have to keep going forward. Keep chasing my idea of what the best me is and where he's gonna be at and who he is. And a lot of people in our generation isn't thinking like that. We need to think about who is the best version of ourselves and how do I become that? And then work backwards. Ask yourself, what is the best version of myself eating? Because the best version of myself cares about their body and their health. So what is the best version of myself eating on a daily basis? Steak, chicken, no processed food, definitely not drinking alcohol, definitely not eating junk food. And then think about what you're doing right now. Are you incongruent with the best version of yourself? Are you eating the foods the best version of yourself would be eating? Chances are probably not. But what are you waiting for? The only thing that's separating you from the best version of yourself regarding the diet is just the decision making. When you cut out the junk food, or cut out the food your best self wouldn't be eating, you're literally one step closer to your best self. And you use that same concept to money management, business, the people you hang around with. Ask yourself, is the best version of myself hanging out with these people? These crash outs. Lollygagging every weekend. Is the best version of yourself really doing that? Probably not. So why are you doing it? And that's what I figured out. If I want to be professional and one day be riding with these professionals and be cool with these professionals and try to help them and get help from them, I have to learn how to elevate myself. So what is required? Okay, I want to be professional. I need to talk professionally. Where can I learn it from? Maybe other professionals. I need to stop wearing janky clothes so I'll be perceived as more professional. Maybe instead of buying weird, trendy Gen Z clothes, maybe you get the clothes that's comfy, that's clean, that's not too expensive, so I can buy more pieces and get that. Maybe it's not posting personal BS on my Instagram, and I don't smoke, I don't drink, so I can't post that. But if I did, if you do, and you want to be professional, you probably shouldn't post that on your Instagram. Because if you want to be professional, treat your Instagram like a portfolio. Clients don't care what you're drinking on a Saturday and what time you're up and who you're with, frankly. And make sure the things that you can control, you control them and make sure it aligns with the person you're trying to be, which is professional. And whatever the case may be, whether it's a pro rider, whether it's a athlete of any sort, a businessman of any sort, an author, an artist, whatever. Figure out what's the end goal from what you currently feel or think, and work backwards, see what's required. Because when you work it like that, you prevent yourself from doing things that don't matter, that won't contribute. And you highlight the things that do matter. For example, if you want to go play college ball, right? You need to get into college. That's one step. You need to go to high school. To go to college, that's another step. Then you work backwards. That's how it works. You work backwards from the end goal. But let's say you play travel ball, for example. It's the best way I can explain it because a lot of you guys are in school, so you kind of understand this concept. If you want to play travel ball and it doesn't require college, travel ball, work backwards. Do I need to go to college? Yes or no? No. What's required? You need to be a citizen. Okay, that's required. Okay, I'm a citizen. You need to pay this much money. Okay, that's required, so I'm gonna save this much money. And so on. Work backwards. Stop going with the flow and doing what everyone else is doing, living day by day. Don't go A, B, C, D. You find out what Z is, and you create everything in between, and then go with the process. Trust the process. These countries I've been to were so amazing. This last year was so life-changing. Going to 6 different countries in, I think 7 different countries in the span of a few months. 22 years old, while getting paid. Life-changing. And this is something I aspire to keep doing in different ways, whether it's riding on stage or doing my own tours, bringing people I want to ride with, bringing people to America. We need to figure out and stop being so aimless with our goals and the person we envision ourselves to be. We can't keep losing focus. We have to lock into the person we want to become. And do not give up on that person. Do not give up on the person you're trying to become. Because whoever you're trying to become is already out there, is already up there watching you and waiting for you. The future you is waiting for you. Everything that you did 10 years ago, That for me 10 years ago was I was 12. What my 12-year-old was doing, the 12-year-old version of me was doing, it caused and helped me get to where I am right now. I have to thank the younger me to getting me where I am now. I'm thankful for the younger me. So what do you think is gonna happen when I'm 30? I'm gonna thank the me right now. So I have to do things today to make my future self proud. If I waste my 20s, I trash them all, the 30-year-old me is gonna regret it and is gonna be pissed that today I wasn't locking in. I'm focused now, I'm disciplined now, I'm locked in now because the younger me was focused, locked in, trying to be disciplined. So if I keep going, if I keep locking in, I keep being disciplined, I keep trying to help people, of course I'm gonna make the 30-year-old me proud and become much closer to the best version of myself. I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful. And this is probably gonna be the first video on my YouTube in about a year. I haven't posted in a year because I'm trying to in a sense, rebrand and, you know, going through a period where I'm growing mentally. And the people back then and me back then isn't the same how it is nowadays. And that's the process of growing. But you have to figure out what you want to let go, what you want to change, what you want to keep the same. But if I want new results, I have to keep doing new things. But I also have to keep focusing on the things that are working and double down on it. I hope this video was valuable to you guys. I just got off a 6-hour plane travel day. It was 2 planes, about 3 hours each. I haven't ate all day. I woke up 4 in the morning. It's about 5 o'clock over here. It's a 2-hour difference from California. I'm hungry. I'm tired. But I wanted to make this video before I did anything else. I haven't seen the gym yet. I haven't ate yet. But I wanted to make this video to show my gratitude and also spread some knowledge. If you have any questions for me, feel free to comment down below. I hope this video helped. I hope you made it to the end. I hope your little monkey brain lets you make it to the end, because attention span is crazy nowadays. It's like a goldfish. Any questions regarding mentorship and help with sponsors, help with content, help with mindset, please DM me on Instagram, Urban Athlete. I would love to pick your brain and work with you and help you out. I love y'all, gangery. No pack.